Okay, now I am here with Catherine. Catherine works at Sorrento's Bistro out in Banner Elk, North Carolina. She is a server, bartender, and she also trains for both of those positions. How are you doing today, Catherine? She's doing good. Okay, now I'm going to interview you on some questions regarding my app called SkillSip. First, I want to understand your current training process at the restaurant you work for. Can you please describe your current process for training new servers and bartenders?
We really just have them shadow other servers for 3 weeks or so.
Okay. What are your biggest challenges that you face training new employees in your establishment?
They don't know, they need to come in prepared, understanding the basics and knowing what's on the menu. And if they don't know what the name of stuff is, then how are they gonna be able to relate it to what the actual dish is and stuff like that when they're actually there?
Gotcha. Okay. How long would you say it typically takes a new hire to become fully competent and on their own?
According to the restaurant, probably 15 shifts.
Okay. Gotcha. Now I kind of want to go into your needs and your pain points. So what do you think are the most time-consuming or frustrating parts of training for you and your fellow trainees?
Probably learning the menu again.
Okay. Have you ever encountered inconsistencies in how training is delivered across different staff members at your location?
100%.
Awesome. And how do you currently handle ongoing training or skill refreshers after the initial onboarding?
It's really just answering questions.
Gotcha. All right. Now I have a few questions about technology and AI attitudes. Have you ever used any digital or AI-driven training tools before? If so, what worked well and what did not?
No, we have not.
Haven't? All right. How comfortable do you feel like you and your employees would be using technology for training purposes?
They probably want to do that.
Awesome. What features or capabilities would you find most valuable in an AI training app?
I feel like something, especially when people are training and there's nothing really going on, I feel like having something that they can use to help them memorize certain things that they're going to need to know. Like if they're bartending, certain ingredients in the drinks that are going to be on the menu, or seasonal drinks that are sold, or just stuff on the menu again.
Awesome. And how important would personalization, such as custom training tools for your specific protocols, be for your business?
Can you repeat?
So how important would personalization, say, on an AI-based training app for customized training and specific protocols be for your business?
I feel like that would be really important.
Very important. Awesome. Now I'm going to ask you a few questions about my specific app, SkillSip. Would you want the ability to add your own protocols, recipes, or service standards into the app?
Yes.
Okay. How often would you expect to update or add new content to this specific training system?
Just as things are realized that needed to be added.
Gotcha. What kind of feedback or progress tracking would be most helpful for you as a manager?
I feel like stuff for memorization, as well as learning what are the opening tasks and closing tasks, and stuff like how do we fold different napkins in different rooms, and just how you basic things like a fine dining server should know,
Gotcha.
basic etiquette and how to serve food and table numbers and just how the operations of each room, how each room works.
Gotcha. And then lastly, how would you prefer the app to provide real-time guidance to employees during their shifts? Or would you want it to focus primarily on like pre-shift training?
I feel like that depends
Okay.
on the season. If it's sometime around here, I would say. But also in general, I think you can't really expect employees to like do their homework. Like I think, you get the time that you have with them and you can't expect them to do work outside. But like at times like this at Sorrento's, it's pretty slow, so you can learn and be hands-on when people are there. But during the hours before the shift really starts, and like during the shift where it's just slow, being able to work on stuff there, but have the ability to look at it when you're not at work.
Understood. Okay. And then my last question to wrap this all up, what pricing or subscription model would make sense for you for such a training tool?
Well, I don't feel like it could be too expensive, like in general, solely because of the opportunity. Like yes, it makes training easier, and it probably would put people more on the same page. But I feel like in general, spending more money, like a significant amount of money. Like, well, I guess that would depend too. Like, is it just for one restaurant and different
Just saying,
positions
like,
there,
for your
or-
restaurant, how much you think you'd be willing to pay to train people for it?
Well, I'm thinking in the terms of like if you have multiple, like. You have
Oh, I
multiple-
see. I see. Like talking
Or
about.
would there be different subscriptions for each?
We haven't gotten that far yet with developing. We're still working on that.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for this interview. If you could shake my hand over here. Thank you, ma'am. Very pleasant.